visitor. Come to us from quite far, I'd care to wager. Seeking safety from the cold, perhaps. Not many visitors these days. Sad to say, but I don't have a reason to lie to you. If you seek shelter or wares, you're more than welcome. We have food and drink as well. I'm sure it'll be more than suitable. Although my particular senses find it rather unagreeable. Do not fret nor worry. I am no such monster, and hardly bloodthirsty. It would be rather poor practice to subsist off potential customers. Yes, I do understand your predicament. Quite the conundrum, possibly even a slight moral dilemma, perhaps. Seek shelter and buy wares from a potential foe, or slay me and face, in my opinion, needless and rather unexciting battle. If you could call it that. Take that last statement as you will. View me however you like. Weak, strong, makes no difference here. The mountain takes all kinds, and shows kindness to none. So for now, let the little dilemma of good and evil, right and wrong, outside. And I propose that we simply coexist in this rare moment of respite. You'll find very few moments of true safety in this place. And in this moment, I am of no harm to you, so do try and relax and rest. My offer of supplies, food, and drink still stand. And if you can bear it, I offer my hospitality as well. I would rather not talk about how I've come across most of my wares, but I can tell you if you'd like to know. I have a trade deal with the township, if you can call it that, located further into this region. I supply gear to adventurers and anyone else traveling inwards, at a reasonable price, of course. And they provide me with goods to sell, and anything else they find along the way. It's a mutual agreement. They need adventurers to have the gear to survive, and get there safely, and make it to town. And I get to sell to anyone passing through, as well as keep anything from the less prepared, unfortunate souls. But it all works out. If it sounds harsh, it is a rather harsh environment here, and we make it work best we can. It is in my best interest you make it safely to town. No town, no trade. So now with that out of the way, is there anything I can do for you that is within my means? If I had to recommend anything, it would be warm food and drink, and even warmer clothing. Alright, we got tea and coffee if you want a hot drink. But since you haven't pointed anything pointy at me yet, I'd be willing to make some hot chocolate for you, if you wanted that instead. They bring some up every now and then. Although it's not very common, so I usually keep it for myself. Most travelers are not so patient, and would rather clear out a dwelling than ask questions. There's clearly signage stating this is a place of business, and what would I be doing manning the counter otherwise? Well, yes. I am fairly well spoken for a goblin, aren't I? Did you expect me to talk like this? Bid uma ithagostofa, masha thimo axahanda, axafida noma uma. No, I'll stick to common if you don't mind. My friend worked tirelessly to teach me how to read, write, and speak in this manner, and they were quite meticulous in their endeavor. They were a mage at the College of Whispers. Very fond memories of a time, well, sadly it's quite a ways behind me now. Either way, if you'll excuse me, I'll have that hot chocolate out in just a moment. And there you are, nice mug of hot chocolate. I took the liberty to add some spices to your drink. Should help you stay warm. Goblin peppers and a touch of drowsier. Oh, I would hardly know where to find an actual drow willing to give me their ears. It's a dried herb, turns nice and dark when ready for use. And in case you're wondering what that other smell might be, I have some bread in the oven. I sell supplies, I don't sell food. If you made it this far up the mountain, you should get a meal out of it. Unless you've tried to rob me, that is. Altogether a different situation. But you've been patient enough, and hospitality seems appropriate. I couldn't help but notice you're not traveling with a group. Any reason for that? Or is it that important you come out here unprepared? Classic tale of revenge, perhaps. Fleeing from something. A heavy burden or responsibility. I mean no harm. I am merely passing the time with conversation and observational hypothesis. I doubt you would entertain yourself in a finer manner, given the circumstances. And what better way to know than to ask? I am far from a telepathic creature, some eater of minds and memories. So in this I say, how else can I know what you are thinking than to ask the source? Oh yes, you could certainly lie if you wanted to. What reason have you? I am some goblin in a decrepit store on a mountainside. Who am I to tell the secrets of drifters and vagabonds? Yes, I do think it would be acceptable to exchange names if that is what you want. You may call me Wendell if you choose to call me anything. And what may I call you by? Either chosen or given, it is a name. I bring no ill wishes. I simply do not wish to remark on another's name. By the smell of things, the bread is ready. With bread ready and chocolate finished, it is time for tea. It's just made from whatever passes for tea in the Benchit village. As far as I would be able to tell, sweet citrus and occasionally dried berries. If you want anything else, I can look around in the back. I don't get much in the way of sweets if you're wanting desserts. We have some dried meats left over if you'd like. There is some fruit as well, but it's frozen. Feel free to take what you like in the way of food. It would be wise to bundle yourself by the fire. I do apologize, however. I cannot allow you to leave for tonight. Night will be here soon, and it would be far too cold and dark to survive. And no matter what, we do not open the door at night. It's dangerous at night, and not just because it's cold. Not to worry. Me and Burger will protect you while you sleep. Burger is my dog. Too cold out here for me alone. Everyone needs warmth. Burger is mine. Come morning, I will take you to town. I think there you might find your answers. For now, be warm, eat, drink, be light of thought. You can think about it later. For now, you are safe in the light of the hearth. No harm can reach you. Burger and I would never allow the harm of our guests. I do apologize, however. It slipped my mind until present. I took the time to check the trade accounts and ledgers, and have acquired a rather unnoticeable yet useful amount of supplies. Off the ledgers, and this equipment should fit. I'll just leave it next to you, and should it be in use, I believe it would not be missed. I am simply making a future investment. I am far from soft and cuddly, regardless of my appearance. Although it is cold, and I'd prefer to stay close to the fire. And you are under my only blanket. I'd prefer to refrain from spelling it out. If you insist, might I be allowed to rest next to you? Yes, of course, Burger will be joining us. Do not fret, Burger is quite warm and well-trained. Come morning, we will guide you to the village. I see no harm in leaving this place for a day's journey. You are the first traveler I've seen in days. And should someone come upon the store, then they're welcome to it. I'd rather that than to tend to another grave. However, now is time for rest. The worries of tomorrow can be thought of then. For now, sleep and be of sound thoughts and mind. All will be well. May good dreams be upon you, traveler.